Deputies or officers were chasing this suspect, and as they're chasing him, the guy is shooting from the car. So the question becomes, is it okay for officers to shoot at moving vehicles? Is it okay for officers to shoot from their own car? I mean, what's the right answer to that? I don't know. Let's talk about it.
Ryan Tillman, real talk, it's the truth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tillman with another Takes with Tillman. So today I want to talk about a video that I saw recently on the news where a suspect was shooting from a moving vehicle. This was a wild scene, but I wanted to share it with you guys, talk about it, see what officers could do, if they can do anything better, and let's talk about some tactics that we use as officers anytime we're chasing a person who's potentially doing what you're about to see. Let's take a look.
Yes, he's out there. He's out there right now. Shots fired. He's shooting at officers. Oh, we're on eastbound Washington right now from the 5 freeway. Look at that person shooting at officers right now. Look at that.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. I mean, when I saw this, I was actually my mind was blown. I was like, wow, these officers are chasing a suspect who's shooting from a moving vehicle. So the question becomes, how does an officer respond and stop an officer from shooting from a moving vehicle? Sorry about that. That's a legitimate question because there's really no right or wrong answer. But what I will say, there's a lot of dangers to chasing a suspect who's shooting from a moving vehicle. It brings up the question of, should officers shoot from their vehicle to stop the suspect? It also begs to ask the question, should we be shooting at moving vehicles and how accurate can we be? Now, there's no one-size-fits-all solution to this. There's a lot of police policies that will say, hey, we are not to shoot from a moving vehicle. You have other police policies that were saying they recommend us not shooting from a moving vehicle, but they're not against it completely. And the reason you'll see policy written like that is because there's a situation where you just may not know what you're up against. So what I want to do is I actually want to go back and watch another video too, because we saw something similar in Las Vegas. I want to say it was 2017 or 2018, where officers were trying to apprehend a suspect that was wanted for murder. Let's see and watch this video and see what happens, and we can answer or see if we can answer the question about this video. Let's take a look at it.
Charlie 4 in pursuit of the suspect vehicle. It's going to be southbound Mojave. Shots fired.
So the suspect is already shooting at the car.
From where?
Be advised, shots fired.
Now, I want to talk about something really quick before we get back to the video. I want you guys to understand how difficult this is for an officer. Think about it. He's in pursuit of a suspect. He knows these people are wanted for murder. So, I mean, that's already risky in and of itself. To make the matters worse, the suspects start reaching out their vehicle, start reaching out their vehicle with some sort of assault rifle or a handgun and start shooting at the suspect. Now, this is broad daylight. It's not like it's in the night when everybody's at home sleeping or anything like that. This is broad daylight. So this officer not only has to put out his location, he has to tell officers where he's headed, where he's traveling, what the speeds of the road are. He has to put out what the suspects are doing, what their actions are, all while driving, trying to make sure that he doesn't hit any innocent bystanders. So I wanted to throw that out there because I don't think a lot of people understand how difficult this is for an officer to do anytime they're in pursuit of a suspect.
What's the location?
Southbound Mojave passing Bonanza. Black, shots fired still.
Charlie 4, I copy. 751, you copy?
Give me the air unit. Shots fired.
So I don't know if you guys are able to hear those shots in the background, but that's the shots fired at the deputy.
Give me the air unit. Still southbound Mojave approaching Charleston.
Southbound Mojave approaching Charleston. Shots still being fired.
Suspect fired 2 times. HMA. Driver's got a bald head, tattoos, black shirt. Passenger's got a white shirt. Going westbound Charleston from Mojave.
Copy. 6 away from laundering.
Still westbound Charleston approaching 28th.
Now realize the suspect is on opposite direction of traffic right now. This is very
6 away,
dangerous.
confirming pursuit, and how many do you have with you?
Got one more unit. I've been shot at.
Are you injured? On DPAC with your unit following the vehicle if we want to try to compliance channel. For Charlie 1, are you injured?
It's Charlie 4. I'm not injured.
Okay, copy. 6, but I'm going to switch over to T-Tech so we can...
Watch out! Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired again!
Did you hear all those shots that are fired at the officer?
Copy. Where are you at, Charlie 4?
Going northbound eastern from Charleston. Hey, back up! He's shooting.
So now it looks like they're headed to a busy shopping center. You can only imagine what's going through these officers' mind right now. All right, let's pause the video right there. I want to pause it because I want you guys to look at something. Look at the view of the officer in this situation. Now he pulled his gun out. Why do you think he pulled his gun out? Like, what do you think is going through that officer's mind at this point? Like, honestly, what do you think is going through his mind? I mean, imagine if you're that officer, you have a suspect, 2 suspects that are wanted for murder. They're driving erratically. They're driving crazy, opposite end of traffic. They're shooting at you. How do you end this situation? Now, if you're an officer watching this video, you need to kind of take yourself to this scenario because you don't know. This could be you on your patrol shift tonight. What are you going to do? And so I think that's why it's mentally important for us as officers to prepare for situations like this. But if you're the citizen or if you're watching this, you have to realize this is why we watch videos like this, because we have no idea that this can be us at any given time in any given situation. Now, this officer at this moment in time, he feels like the necessary thing to do is to try to shoot back at these suspects that are shooting at him. So I'm going to play the rest of this video and then we'll wrap it up.
Get down!
And that's the end of that. Man, that's wild. That's wild. But we started this video talking about, what are you going to do? What do you do? How do you stop a suspect from shooting at a moving vehicle? Is there a right answer to that? I don't know if there's a right answer. It's a lot easier for all of us that watch videos like this to say, oh, well, the officer should have did this. He should have did that. But until you're the officer put in that situation, the one that has to stop them from doing what they're doing, we can't answer that question easily. So I want you guys to know that officers do train very, very well. We know that at any given time we could be faced with something like this. But there is no right or wrong answer, because at the end of the day, we have to do whatever we see fit or whatever we see that's best fit for those circumstances if you're the officer that's responding to that. In this scenario, the officer felt that, hey, he needed to stop it. He was going to try to shoot from a moving vehicle. Yeah, you may not be as accurate. Yeah, your shots may not go through the window as best as you think you can. But until you have to make that split-second decision to stop the threat, it's hard for us to criticize something like this. So there's reasons why we do everything that we do. I hope you guys learned something from this video. Make sure if you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to it. Thanks again. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.
Ryan Tillman, real talk, it's the truth.